By reading this name, what we understanding, we are using this type of operating system in the real-time applications. So some real-time applications, that means whenever we are giving the input, we have to get the output very quickly. So whenever we are giving the input, you have to receive the response immediately. These type of response is called real time. So in those application we can use real time operating system. Let us look on this. What a real time operating system is. A real time operating system is defined as a data processing system. It is one of the concept in data processing system, in which the time interval required to process and response to input is so small that it controls the environment. That is what I said. So whenever the input we are given, it was respond very quickly. So the interval between the processing the input and output is very small, that it going to control the environment. Suppose if you take an example of automatic car. So the automatic car is already means without a driver. Whenever you are giving the instruction, it will take the destination without the driver. So that we are using the real-time operating system. So here that it controls the environment. Whenever we need to a person is coming means feel with sense, with the help of sensor, something is going to be in front of the car. So it apply the brake automatically. So if it does not apply the real time, obviously the car will hit the person. So the input and output response should be very small. The time interval required to process the response is very small, so that it going to control the environment. I hope you understand the what is exactly real-time operating system. Another example for real-time operating system is traffic signal. Whenever the green light, red light and the yellow light, everything is depend upon the real-time operating system. The time taken for input to output task is respond. What exactly respond time means? Whenever I say something, if you respond immediately, so the time between the asked question and your reply, so the time in between whatever is called as response time. The real-time operating system responds to the input immediately. So whenever you respond immediately is called as a real time. Here the task is complete within a specific time delay. In a real-time situation like controlling traffic signals and a nuclear reactor and an aircraft, with all these fields we are using a real-time operating system which is going to control the traffic signal in a real life situations. If you use a nuclear reactor or if you use an aircraft, everything should be respond in a real time applications. So the input and output is the response time of input and output. It should be very small. It responds immediately. The operating system has to respond quickly. A system is said to be a real time if it is required to complete its work and deliver its service on time. So this is the definition of exact real time operating system. Like another example is flight control system. So in the flight control system, whenever you operate the flight controlness, it has to respond when the input is given. Okay, otherwise the flight may be crash. Let us have the look on type of operating system. There are two types of operating system. One is a hard real-time operating system, another one is a soft real-time operating system. Okay, let me see what is a hard real-time operating system. The hard real-time operating system is purely deterministic and time constrained system. So here what exactly the hard real-time system is should be there. Within that, in many time it has to respond many time. It purely deterministic, like miscellaneous launching system, satellite system, airbag control system in car. Everything should respond immediately. Okay, let us see the example of airbag control system in the car. It is going to be whenever the car is going to kick something very hard, if you keep the seat belt, it's automatically within a second it has to open the airbag control. Okay, the airbag system control in the car whenever the something is hit hardly, that is hard, real time system is has to be performed immediately without any delay. Then what about the soft real-time system? It may some delays or accepted, whereas in the hard real-time system is not accept the delay, but in the soft real-time system it seems to be very soft. That means in soft real-time system the meeting of deadline is not compulsory for every task and every time, but the process should get processed and give the result. So anyhow it gives the result, but there is not compulsory. It has to meet the deadline, means within a time it has to completed. There is no that much of criteria in soft real time operating system. Then we move to the characteristic of real time operating system. Consistency, reliability, predictability, performance and scalability. So these are all the characteristics of real-time operating system. Characteristic of hard real-time system. Response time. The response time in a hard real-time system is hard required. Peak load performance. So when we speak about peak load performance, the hard real-time system is predictable. Control of pace. The hard real-time system is completely on the environment, because the main example is aircraft control. Safety. When we talk about the safety, the hard real-time system is often critical. We see the continuation of hard real-time characteristic. Size of data file. The size of hard real-time system is small or medium. Redundancy time. The redundancy time in the hard real-time system is always active. Data integrity. In a hard real-time system, the data integrity is short-term. Error detection. It is automatically in the hard real-time operating system. Next we are going to see about the soft real-time system. Response time. The response time in a soft real-time system is soft desired. Peak load performance. The soft real-time system is degraded the peak load performance because it is not stick to the time constraint. Control of pace. Whereas the soft real-time system is completely depend on the system. Safety. When we talk about the safety of soft real-time system is non-critical. We see the continuation of characteristics of soft real-time system. Size of data file. In the soft real-time system, the size of file is large. Redundancy time. In a soft real-time system, the checkpoint recovery. Data integrity. In a soft real-time system, the data integrity is long-term. Error detection. It is a user assist. So these are all the characteristic of hardware and software of real-time operating system. Now look on the functions of real-time operating system. The functions are task management, scheduling, resource allocation, interrupt handling. So these are all the functions that the real-time operating system can do. Conclusion. Today we saw these topics. What is a real-time operating system? Types of operating system in that hard real-time and soft real-time systems. characteristic of real-time system and function of real-time system. Thank you for your patient listening. Thank you.